sister, what have you done? Hey, little sister, who's the only one?
You wrote, and I want to get this over with. You wrote because you wanted a challenge. Here's your challenge. I'll write a letter to Ray and Kirk and send you a copy of it if I get letters from your readers and listeners telling me that it was a bad thing that the bumper sticker was removed. First of all, I'm not saying it was a bad thing that the bumper sticker removed. Actually, I will. My objection was to it, the fact that you threatened to sue in order to do it. I'm a little disappointed that the bumper sticker's been removed because now I'm going to have to go out and make one of my own and put it on my own car because I'm happy to put on my car something that some religious nut thinks that I'm a fool because it doesn't matter.
He's not the only one.
What?
He's not the only one who thinks that.
I didn't say anyone. I said some. Do you comprehend English?
Most of them.
Okay. If all of them think I'm a fool, I'm still proud of it because the reason they think I'm a fool is because they have decided to take as true the words in an ancient book written by a bunch of people who didn't know anything about anything. They believe it was written by their God, so they think it's true. That, to me, smacks of so much irony that these people who have committed the ultimate act of foolishness feel that they call me a fool, that I can actually laugh about it. I suffer no ill will at the hands of that, or no ill effects at the hands of that bumper sticker. But what you want is you want listeners, number one, to write to tell you that it was a bad thing that the bumper sticker was removed, that they don't mind being called fools on bumper stickers, I don't mind, and that they don't mind that it causes believers to refuse to vote for them. The bumper sticker does not cause people not to vote for them. This is a bigger religious bigotry issue that the bumper sticker is only a finite little part of. Nobody, well, okay, maybe somebody, almost nobody has ever looked at that bumper sticker and said, hey, that's kind of funny, and you know what? I think I'm not going to vote for Atheist now, because clearly they're immoral and untrustworthy. If you extrapolate like this, what frickin' fantasy world are you living in?
Nobody thinks it's funny.
I do. So clearly you are frickin' wrong.
If you think it's funny, you're a fool.
Well, we've already established that you are, but, or at least in
No, we haven't established anything like that.
Yes, we have. We've established that, in my opinion, you're a fool.
And it's a foolish opinion of yours.
And I think it's a fact.
And Russell thinks it's a fact.
Doesn't matter.
So we're going to get a bumper sticker that says, Matt thinks Patrick Green is a fool, and Russell thinks this is a fact.
Go ahead.
Is that something that you'd sue over?
How about this? I want you to make it, put it on your bumper, and send me a picture.
Oh, the veiled threat.
No, it's
You're
not
the
veiled.
most conniving guy I've ever heard of. Woo! So anyway,
Why did you do it?
Do you have an email address that you would? Because see, the thing is, I don't know what.
Let me give you my email address.
Hang on, just a second. I don't know what the opinions of our listeners are. There's other people in line. I'm sure we'll hear some today.
I want believers and non-believers, guys.
Well, then you called the wrong show because we don't actually get a ton of believers. But in any case, I don't know what the opinions of the listeners are. But
Let me give you my email address.
Oh my God, would you let me talk?
You talk a lot.
I know, it's my show. You want me to hang up before you give the email address?
Okay.
The point that I'm getting to is that we're going to go ahead and let you